tutorial. This is episode 127. We've done 126 other episodes of this show. It has matured over time. It used to be much more like jamming and stuff. Now it is still jamming. However, I will divide each episode into segments that you can check in the comment below, so you can look what you like, composing a bass, maybe making some beats, maybe the effect, stuff like that. So you're gonna be able to check below and pick the part that you like. And also maybe watch the whole tutorial if you want to learn really about what we're doing today, which is breakbeats. Breakbeats has been a type of music that I really like from the start. In the 1990s, when I started listening to electronic music, there were bands like Chemical Brothers, there were Fatboy Slim, there was the Crystal Method from the US, guys like Bentley Rhythm Ace, and of course, like really my biggest influence is definitely the Chemical Brothers, like big beats. They call it big beats, breakbeats, and they're still going even now after over 20 years, and they make music that's really cool, that really feel that is really something. Sometimes with vocals and stuff like that. So this is what I will base this episode on. I'll try to replicate a little bit the sound of the big beat, the break beats. I don't know if I'll be able to really make something that sounds exactly like it. However, I'll make something with you in real time, and I think the best tool to do that, which I selected right there is a TR-808. So in Logic Pro X 10.5 we have so many drum kits. It is incredible. Yeah, I just looking into it because I just upgraded not so long ago, and it's the third show that I do in 10.5, and the amount of kits here is ridiculous. So I selected a kit. Of course it comes empty, but then I'm going to be able to build a beat with those sounds that is so familiar to this genre and to this era that is absolutely perfect. And a very important thing about those show guys, the tutorial is always for free. However, you can always go on our site wemakdancemusic.com and get the template, which is the project that I will make today, for only $5. So you get the tutorial and you get this template for $5 too. So you basically watch a tutorial, you learn the skill, and you can really craft the sound after that in Logic Pro X with the template. So that's the concept of the show guys. Let's get started, let's make some beats. As you see, I do not use a keyboard. However, this is a new keyboard because I needed to upgrade because I like simplicity and I like to make music, not play with toys. It's all about making music. I've been making music guys for 20 years now. This is what I do every single day. So we have an 808 kit here. I'm gonna drop the monitor, put it into headphones. Ooh, that's a nice. So I will tell you some tricks along the way, but I think I'll just do the very basic breakbeat pattern, you know. It could have been something else, but so let's select the locators here. I'm going to make it a bit longer to really have, and I'm going to join. I'm going to remove the musical typing. J, then go into the MIDI sequence here, Control A, quantize. So it's not. Perfect. Don't stop. So we're missing another snare here. And then this here. I think we're good with only half the length, so I will take these and I will replace them. So I'm not certain. It could be as simple if we'd go more hip-hop-y kind of. So I think I can actually cut this. So make it simpler, what I will do is I add some extra layers with some subs. Oh guys, there's a plane. That is exactly what I was looking for. So when you're making music, I highly recommend everyone, when you started, I started doing this when I was young. I mean, I'm not so old really. So always divide the parts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my MIDI, old option here, and then I'm gonna copy it to the different parts. So I have option here, this is gonna be the kick. Oh, not exactly what I was looking for. Okay, this is not needed. Actually, the kick is, the root key is here, so you can see it. So with this new sampler in Logic Pro X, every channel is independent Q sampler. So this Q sampler here, I can tune everything. So everything is tuned to the key. The root key is here. If we want, we can play with it a bit later on, but I'm going to build a beat first so you can hear it. So if I go up, now somehow it's not working, which is odd. Okay. So this is what I mean. So you can really tune the drum to the program. So if you start in C and you the track end up being in D or F sharp, we can always tune the drum, which is a very, very cool thing. That's just been added into Logic Pro 10.5. So the root key of this one, I think, is going to be written here to the side. So this is the root key of this drum. So if I really want it to be this, or I can go, I know in trap they're always pitch shifted. However, we're not playing with the drums yet. We're just gonna build a track, so I'm not gonna take the time to do all this with you guys. So this, I'm gonna go and build a bit of a hi-hat pattern here. This seems to be good. I'll make it simple. I'm gonna go up to the root key again. Then we also have some open hats here that we could maybe use to mark the time. So every 4 beats. And I'm gonna keep the kit pretty much as it is. I know I could change different parts and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it raw. I'm gonna keep it 808 only. Give myself a bit more juice here. I'm gonna take the drum here, bring it down. Oh, man, do I love this function. As you see, I'm building drums pretty easily. Important control option arrows, very easy to go along. If you have an iMac keyboard, sorry guys, you don't have this, so I don't know what function you can use to do this. Very useful here. Same thing to replicate, hold down option, drag, drop, replicate it. Let's see if we can play with this here. Modulation matrix. Slides as a recorder. If I want to record really anything, I'm not gonna do that now, but I could really record what I'm saying to you guys, put it into the track, and oh, somehow it's shorter now. Strange, because I didn't touch anything. Okay, this is one shot. The classic is just because there's an envelope there. I don't think there's enough to make a bit more out of this. Maybe I wanted to maybe make it a bit longer. However, maybe I could maybe distort it a little bit. Come on. Nope. Low tone here. There's something a bit weird with this Q sampler overlayer. Those things, I think it's well, it's not showing that I'm triggering it somehow, so it's a bit odd. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay, so you have the Q sampler here, and you have the Q sampler separated for every channel. So this is something very nice to know. I'm discovering with you guys, so I'm not gonna pretend I know everything yet, because it's all very new to me too, guys. So I think I'm just gonna drop a shaker here, and then we're gonna shaker right here. I'm gonna do a very quick, really rumbly shaker. Like this, the root key is there, perfect. Lower the volume a little bit. Oh, wrong channel. Lower volume a little bit here. To me, this sounds like a typical breakbeat. I mean, it's almost hip-hoppy. I mean, if I want to turn it more big beat, I think I will have to bring more boom into it, like a boom. I think we can do that now, actually. Let's do this. So, boom, boom. I think I would take the first hit here, and hopefully, yeah, it has a little bit of length. However, I want something big. I want some boom. I want you to feel this one. So, oh my God, there's so much new sample into Logic Pro Extends. So many nice kicks. There's subs in there. Kicks, sub. Aha, nice one. Here. Oh, the root key's not. The root key's a bit lower. Ooh. Let's give it some length. Ah, now we're talking. I'm gonna explore a little. No. More bass, which I don't really want. No. Okay, so the first one was good. Definitely bring some life without it. With it. Of course, in the mix, we're gonna work on that. Okay, I have an idea for bass, so not so certain. I'm gonna have some coffee, guys. Cheers. Straight up black coffee in the face. Sorry, guys. I suppose I have to be serious doing those things. So, gotta go alchemy, of course, because I do not use any plugins in those shows, guys. I actually don't even use plugins in my productions anymore because I'm so used to do it just like this. The genre is there breakbeat, dubstep, drum and bass, down tempo. This could be it. Funk, jazz, orchestral, world, trance, rock, pop, industrial. It's a bit down tempo. I would like like a greasy bass, like a, I don't know. If I find it, you will be, you don't know. Too low. A bit too loud. most of these are not even basses, but could work. Not opening this one just yet. I'm not sure this will be the final. Let's cut it where it belongs. Quantize it. That I like. Has a feel to it. So I'm going to preserve this pattern here. Copy it to the second. Move it. However, those two patterns here, not quite what I was looking for. So now that we have a starting point, at least, sorry, now we can am I that low? Oh, I'm not so low. Is it? I don't know, I have an idea in my head and it seems I need more chunk, more. Definitely better. I like this acoustic-y kind of feel. what's nice is you can do this. Put it really in the middle. Like this. Maybe with less delay. The best here. A bit too much delay. So that is okay, but it definitely needs some more work. Or let's try to go keep this channel, let's keep creative, let's keep this channel and go into another one and explore further. We might just find something that's gonna blow our mind. So it's, I think when you're not so happy with something, yeah, you just go and check what's available. Okay, bueno, brilliant. Oof. That I used before, I very much liked it. Not really what we're after here though. That I like much better. Let's put both together. No. That's it. Oh yeah, that's a bit of funk in there. I like this better, definitely. Much more in this style, and we have the bass. I think we'll go with probably like a mid-low pad to just push this forward a little bit. I'm gonna go about here. A bit too much reverb. Let's try to record something. I think I would pretty much, instead of trying to mess it up, I would use the same key sequence as the main part. It's just a layer that I want to put just to accompany the bass, because on its own it's okay, but we need more depth. And I think I will drop it a whole octave. now we're getting in a completely different dimension, which is absolutely fine for me. But I still want my this sub that I had, that was the rich stack with some filtering. Here. Yeah, it is here. Maybe a bit more. This could be cool. Don't discard ideas. Now with the DAWs, we can go on and on and on without ever discarding. You take it, you put it aside. Take it, put it aside. It's a good idea. If you have a good idea and it doesn't necessarily fit right there, right now, you can just like, okay, let's keep it for later. Bass here, we can probably edit it to give it more. Oh, it was actually a choice. I'm tempted by this again, but then this is Moog and I use this so much. I guess when you like something, it's okay. I'll use this. What I like to do, I'm going to do a send here. And I'm gonna take just a simple stereo delay, send the signal to it, cut the lows, because the only thing that I want out of this delay is just the little plucky elements here. And guys, even if it is a breakbeat tutorial, it's not necessarily only for breakbeat, because techniques for music applies to every genre, right? So this is, I think, for a little bit later. However, we have some pads now, with some elements who have different bass. I think we should go back a little bit into the beats, add some more drums. There's some congas there that could definitely be of interest. I'm gonna bring it up. Tick 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 tick. Not obviously this whole sequence, but it's good to have MIDI to start. So where do you place some drum hits, you might say? Personally, I like to say not too many, not too much. So to have variation, it's always better to put a bit less, but to have more variety into the sounds to create a groove, so it's not only just one sound repeating. And of course, with this drum machine designer we're using now, I can go in and there's some congas here. There you go. There's so many. So I'm gonna go try to pick up the root key of this one to make sure. make things a little bit complicated. Ooh, that sounds good. Whatever, the root key really. I like that. I also very much like the cowbell. Oh, it's nice like this. Super low, but shifted super low. Somehow this part here disappeared from my display now. Lovely. I think we should go with it funky. So it's not quite a melody, and I will clean the low end a little bit. Nice clap here that I think we should use. Oh, now we're starting to have a little bit of fun. Because it's a breakbeat track, the beats are super important, like in any tracks really, but like a bit of reverb there. Dimension there, a bit lower in the back. This is also very cool, but a bit loud. Of course, the mix comes later. For now, I'm just putting things together. I do like this funky boogie bass, but I want to cut it too. I think we start to have the vibe. Control, Command, replicate everything within the locators. Very, very important things to know. I think, guys, it's time to make a lead. And for that, hey, more coffee. So, a lead for a breakbeat track. It starts to have some character. I mean, it's definitely not like big beat crazy stuff, because I'm not quite the guy to do that. It's got my melodic, influence, I guess. Still very simple, still very few elements. I'm just gonna do a Control A here and do name region by track, so I get a good idea of what is what. Then I'm gonna go into leads I'm gonna try to find something a bit more edgy and hard. Oh, that's just loud. Then I'm gonna create myself a bus here. I'm gonna do silver verb, like I always do. Really, I think it's good to have a habit when you produce to always do the same thing, but then craft and perfect and craft and perfect. So I have my grandiose here. So that's gonna make the lead less dry. That's a bit too melodic. I'm definitely looking for something a bit harder for this. Well, that might not be a lead, but I want it in the background of this track because this is freaking cool. So sometimes you start to do one thing, but then you end up doing another, which is also good. So I'm gonna do, because we're getting more into the big beat feel after warming up and after creating some elements. So I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna do an answer to this one that we just created here. A bit too loud. Nice to have a second key hit there. We're definitely more in the realm of the big beat 3p kind of thing now. We need a lead. We still need a lead. Did I said we need a lead? Guys, we need a lead. Something harder. That was actually cool too. but not what we're looking for now. It's nice to play with. Okay, I will have at least a base to be able to work on something now. It's good. I think this part was very good. Now to find the right sound to fit this idea. I think it's good, but I think we can browse. So you can browse the synth patches and not really getting it, and then go back to the same patch with your melody, and it's gonna work perfectly. So. this. Good. It's kind of intriguing, I like it. This is a bit loud, I'll put that in the back. I think for now we can drop the musical typing. And I think it's time for a mix down, guys. I'm not gonna take so much more time, but I think a good mix down is due at this point. So I'm gonna go here into the mixer. I'm gonna take everything that is here except for the main. Drop it completely. I'm gonna take all the synths that I have here. Drop them completely. Boom. So I'm gonna do mix down. I'm gonna start here with the 808 kick. I like to mix my kick around -10, -9, depending on the depth of the kick, you know, depending on some other elements like the sub kick that I have here, which I will put on right now. So this is a nice sub kick. Where's this sub kick from? Yeah, set on auto zoom here. Oh, somehow there was an issue with the MIDI here. We didn't copy the right part, so some were not long, so we didn't have the full-fledged influence of our sub kick through the track, which is not very good, really. So now we're gonna have the result of what we were doing. Okay, better. Then I'm going to drop the snare and I will mix the instrument before the drums. There's a logic to this because the instruments are there and they take a lot of space, and how can I say this? If you add the instrument after the drum, it will make the drums just come out more. So I like to have first the instrument, the instrument, and then put the drums, but put them so the instruments are in the middle and they shine. You know, it's very important to me. At least it's a mixing technique that a lot of people use. I'm gonna keep it clean, you know, so because it got very crowded. I don't know if you guys heard, but it was quite crowded. So I think this mix now will have really much more impact than before. This I like. I think it needs a bit of sub or lows. I mean, a bit more chunkiness here, even a bit more. Without, with. I would also drop a little compressor to it. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit of thickening. We'll say 4:1. Drop it here. This is a bit much. Super fast attack. Decently fast release. Without. With. So what's happening now is we can actually raise the volume a little bit more. And this is a bit much. I want this, but not too much. This trick that we did with the delay, needs a bit more. Yep, this is good. Then we have this. Oh, the lower pad. No, that's actually not that, so I will skip. I like to put my tracks when I make a project in the order of importance, you know, so when I mix from the top down. In an order of importance in the mix, of course, the bass. We're making, you know, electronic music has a lot of importance, so it should go first. Okay, now we have the sub that we created, which I will probably enhance here. Get some audio effects here. Get some specialize here. I have sub bass. I'm gonna try to just do just a bit of a booster here. Let's listen to it. With, without. Oh, it's not quite prevalent. Oh. Oof. Maybe a bit less. definitely much thicker. So in the final mix it will show. So just underneath the bass, just accompany the bass. Then we have this pad. Order of importance, yeah, I think it goes there. It's a big part of the track. I think there's a bit too much reverb here. I think I would rather use our reverb, guys. Our reverb that we have here. We have a big silver verb. So while I'm doing the mixdown, I will also explain the effect. The effects are always very important. Right now I'm sending everything to silver verb. Usually I would have 2 or 3 channels, maybe a verb, a delay, and it might be a flanger, it might be a rotator to give some character to the track. So if you send not all of the track but select that track to different effect, it will put them into a room and will have a great like kind of consistency into the mix. If you just use insert effect, you'll have to calibrate those to fit together. So I think it's important. Insert effects are very good on some things like drums and things like that, but I think to create a character to a track, having some sends, very good, very helpful. So the silver verb is immense. What I'm going to do right away is I'm going to cut the low end of it. I don't want to have reverberation around 200-300k. It's going to take a lot of room in the mix. This is not a good thing. Okay, we're going to continue here. Then those are effect, and then you have the main lead here. So let's put in the main lead. Sounds so much better already. Now, the only 2 parts that I have here are kind of background effecty kind of thing that I will put in the mix a bit later. Now I'm going to put the rest of the percussions. So now we're really giving the track its character. A different mix could yield a very different character, so depending on what. Of course, I am a melodic type of guys. I like melodies. Those little congas we created, it's a nice. Very clean, some shakers here. I'm gonna put a delay while we're doing the mix. Just a stereo delay actually. I'm gonna set them in the mix a little bit, deviating this default here. So I'm gonna put, oh, there's still tempo sync. No, I don't want this. I want this one, let's say to have 20. This one, let's say to have 10. So here without, it's very centered now. They're a little bit, it's a bit too much. I think I usually do the opposite, which work better. About 20 to the right, 10 to the left. A bit too much feedback. They are definitely at the right place in the mix now with the stereo delay. Very good. Then we have our cool cowbells, which is kind of melody really. Listen to that. Oh, I love this. Shakers are a bit too loud. Need to be there, but not so much. Now we have all the elements. Then let's bring on the juice here. Filter it, always. Sweet. Nice chunk there, really like it. And this other kind of electric-y part. course those elements won't run all the way through the track like now, because now we're just creating a part. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, I'm gonna turn that into a template. I'm gonna put on some arrangement, gonna make it more into a track. It's gonna be about 2 minutes long. Of course you can get it on our site, wemakedancemusic.com, for only $5, like I said earlier. This is another tutorial, guys. I really enjoy working with you guys. Check out the other 126 episodes that we created before. We do all genre electronic music, and it's always in real time, no bullshit, making music with you guys. So hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Until next time, may the sounds release.